Hello and welcome to a new episode of Full Circle. I'm Nabhan Kareem. With me, as usual, are Rahul and Ehsan. It's been a while. We've been on a really long break. I was traveling, and then Ehsan was traveling, and then Rahul was busy with making his own, writing his feature film.
Awesome.
Why don't you tell us something about that? What are you working on? What were you doing?
Spill the beans.
Well, should I? Okay, all right.
I mean, you
Let's
don't
do
have
it.
to tell
Yeah,
us
Tease
things that
us.
we...
Let's do it. Yeah, well,
Jesus.
it's a comedy again, and that's what I've been watching the last 3 weeks too.
Nice.
It's mostly just comedy stuff. Mrs. Maisel, Frank, so much stuff actually. The Salesman, Toy Story 3, 1, 2, but that's for another day.
That's a fight.
That's because I've been I am in the process of writing my own
Nice.
feature comedy,
awesome.
and it all started because I read Sartre's Nausea, the book, 1938 novel.
Okay.
It's a philosophical novel
Okay.
that I read it and I came up with a probably the lamest joke on earth, like in the history.
Will you care to
of
share the
jokes.
joke?
No,
Or do you
no,
wanna
no,
save
no,
it?
no, I don't want to because that actually inspired the feature
Okay.
idea. And
Is the joke part of the script?
yes,
Is it the final line?
well, it is the inciting incident, I would say.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
And and it's going to kick off a lot of chaos in the
Okay.
protagonist's life.
Okay.
It's about a comedian again, a struggling comedian.
Stand up.
Stand-up.
Nice.
And now he's trying to make it. He doesn't have any jokes. He comes up with this joke based on the book
Yeah.
that he reads. So
Okay.
it's exactly like what happened with me. And now he's banking on this one main joke to boost his career.
This is not a comedy, but I saw a really good indie last year called "Can You Ever Forgive Me" with Melissa
I've
McCarthy.
heard of it. I have yet to watch
Yeah.
it.
It has some similar themes about a writer who is struggling to write or publish her original work, so she starts copying shit from other people.
Oh, right.
And it's a really good buddy movie.
Right.
Like-
No, mine is different, completely different,
Yeah.
because the joke,
Hmm.
I don't want to say it, but
Yeah,
okay,
don't say
that's the
Yeah.
it's going to just make our character hit the rock bottom.
Okay.
It'll backfire.
Hmm.
Everything is going to shit's gonna hit the fan,
Interesting.
and it is somewhat similar. I wouldn't say similar, but it has the same feel, same tone as The King of Comedy by Scorsese from
Okay.
1982. If you've watched it.
When you were describing a movie, I thought, is he making a Joker too?
No.
with Walking Phoenix and Todd Phillips again?
So you...
Because he's also a stand-up
Yeah.
comedian. He's
Well,
struggling to create some jokes.
Yeah,
and
no,
like,
it's completely different.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you the story of the
Be honest with
when
us.
we go off
Off the
air,
record.
we'll
Okay.
yes,
Sure.
sure.
So you attended a workshop, right? To help
Yes,
develop this?
actually, so there's these workshops being held in collaboration with the films, Sabia Sumar's with the films, and Locarno Film Festival's Open Doors program.
Okay.
So my project was one of the 10 projects selected, and so I've been working on that film. Actually, we're developing the screenplay for
Nice.
that film in that workshop. It's a 6-month-long thing,
So,
2 weeks in July, which we just finished, end of July, and then I have a month to write half the script. Then we'll have 2 weeks in September, and then 10 days in December.
do you want to say your
So-
log line?
My
Do you want to tell us
logline-
our log line?
Oh shoot! Okay, well, it's gonna spoil what I just told you, but it's part of the logline. So the joke, he relies on our comedian.
Huh. Just the log line. You don't need to say anything else. Just the log
Right.
line.
So
No synopsis, no nothing. Just
Right.
say the log line and...
right,
Yeah.
okay. So we have our protagonist Junaid.
Hmm.
He's banking on one joke to kick off his career
Hmm.
again, like to revive his career.
Hmm.
Actually, the joke ends up in coincidentally killing the top comedian in the country. Not connected, but
Can you repeat that
Yeah.
last part?
the joke
Uh-huh.
ends up killing
killing the top comedian.
top
Okay.
comedian in the country.
Okay.
How,
huh.
when, what happens, why,
Hmm.
everything you'll have to watch.
Did you watch the new Twilight Zone episodes?
Yes,
Uske
I
अंदर
know,
पहली
I know.
कुमेल आने
Yeah,
जाने
no,
वाली
I
थी.
know, exactly.
I
That
didn't
was
liked her.
bad
I
timing
didn't like it.
because I didn't like it either.
It was boring.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
boring. Yes, but that's a completely different concept.
Yeah, but
because
like
in that the guys he jokes about,
they die.
they don't die. They stop
just
existing.
Yeah.
And that's a completely
Yeah.
different thing than dying. They were never there.
Yeah.
And like all of their traces, their history, their
And then in the end, he jokes about
and
himself. And
he jokes about himself and he
Mm.
dies.
Spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
It's really
So
funny. And I was
I
trying
saved
to
your
Yes.
like 45 minutes.
When I was working on it, I was actually
Mm.
trying to think of things, and I was watching stuff, and I came across, and I was like, okay, now I have to make sure that my idea is not this. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why? Why can
No, because why do you want to do stuff that's already been done?
no? Like I think this is an interesting topic. If Minabhan would allow us to
Yeah,
continue.
let's talk a bit about that.
It's just a question to you as a screenwriter. Like, do you think it's not how should I phrase it? My point is like, shouldn't the story reveal itself to you rather than you confining a story to whatever you want it to be? Like as you write, you
there
come
has
up
to be
with
a
a
balance.
story.
There
Yeah.
has to be a balance.
Okay, that's
but
what you
for me, I think as much as the story reveals itself, I
Mhm.
have to be in control because I am the writer, right?
Hmm.
And I don't want to personally, on a personal level, what doesn't satisfy me
Hmm.
is doing stuff that's already been done.
Okay.
I don't want to write the shit. I don't want to remake Lion King.
So you
know what I mean?
you
You know what I mean?
You purposely
So,
like
yeah.
block yourself if you're heading towards a similar.
Yes,
Yeah.
if,
route
yeah,
or
if I
something.
know this has been done, okay, I won't go there. But if the story has to naturally go there,
Yeah.
then I can't
you'll allow
stop.
it.
Because
Yeah,
that's my
I'll
point.
allow
Because
it.
the story is coming through you. So
Mhm.
so why do you want to block it out, even if it's coming
Because
from
where is the experimentation in narratives then? If we are just repeating the same shit again and
Hmm.
again, what's new to
you? So
explore?
this
And I want to
okay.
force
Hmm.
myself to try and
Okay.
come up with new stuff.
So your priority is more like your number one priority is originality rather than storytelling.
Well, it's both, obviously.
It can be both. It has to be one.
It has to be both.
Why?
Because for me, like, I am telling a story,
Yeah.
but I am trying to make it as
Hmm.
true to its idea.
I mean, as
you know?
original as you can.
Yeah, as
Hmm.
original as I can, but also true to the idea itself.
Okay.
You know, that's what David Lynch talks about again.
Okay.
Because that guy keeps
Sure.
coming back to. He's like,
Yeah.
whatever I come up with, it has to be true to the idea.
Hmm.
You have to stay true to the idea, even
Hmm.
if you don't want it to.
No, because we were having this conversation with someone a few days ago, and we were talking about originality in film and all of
Yeah.
that. And I mean, we basically, that's what we talked about, is that no matter how original you try to be,
Yeah.
you will end up having an idea that is similar because it's been
Yeah,
done
yeah.
before. So it's not about the idea being the same, it's about the execution.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is your execution different?
Yeah.
Is your
Exactly, yes.
treatment of the story different?
Yeah.
Because you will always have the boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl,
Yeah.
the girl goes away, and then they meet
The
again.
girl
and they
kills
fall
the
in
cat
love
and throws it in his
Yeah.
face.
So that I mean, the story formula will be there. You'll always
Yeah.
find a similar
And the
storyline.
theme and
I mean,
what is
the
it
same way
about?
in Avatar, you could point out Pocahontas,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that story already exists. In Pocahontas, you could
It's a very
probably
like classic story.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Foreign
it's-
invader and shit like
exactly.
that.
So it's I mean, I think having the debate that is there you should always have an original story. I don't think that exists. It's how you tell that
Yeah.
story that's
Yeah,
original.
but that's what makes it
yeah.
somewhat different, right?
Yeah.
If not original.
Yeah.
Because everything is a derivative of its derivative of its
I think the
derivative.
better way to phrase your argument would be, I don't want to make it commercial. Right?
No, it is a commercial movie, but it has undertones.
Like, that's not the
I
priority.
know, and it's
You know?
well, it's somewhat it is because I am making a film.
Hmm.
I'm writing a film
Mhm.
for a general audience,
Hmm.
which Pakistani audiences can also enjoy.
Hmm.
But I also want to keep it true to myself.
Yeah, I think
you know
that's
I mean?
what
So
I am.
it has those existential
Yeah.
undertones because the original book is
Yeah.
an existential novel. Like
Mm.
Yeah.
that's what kick-started existentialism, the movement back in 1938
Yeah.
and all that.
'Cause-
Sartre and freaking phenomenology guy, Edmund Husserl in Germany and all
Hmm.
that stuff. So this all came together to form existentialism and gave rise to all these
Hmm.
social, movements and activists and campaigns and all that.
Hmm.
Even feminism,
Yeah.
even gay rights, even
Hmm.
LGBTQ rights and
Hmm.
all that. So at the core of it
Mhm.
is our question about freedom and free will and
Mhm.
our nature and the nature of being.
Yeah.
So all of it is at the core of my movie.
Okay.
But it's a commercial movie. You'll enjoy
Mm.
it. It's like freaking Disney. It's like Inside Out.
Hmm.
You're talking about things that are inside you, but you're gonna laugh. You're gonna have fun. you're gonna have a
So,
good time.
because the interesting part of this is like, how are you balancing it? Because I'm more interested as in the writing process
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you like?
it's
is there a
absolutely
like do you you
difficult.
found a way?
Especially someone like you who
Yeah.
who
Don't
who,
like
who
commercial
doesn't really
films.
like commercial
exactly,
films, and
exactly.
we've
So
talked about this.
So
where
yes, and that is one of the reasons I submitted this project to the workshop, because I wanted to get out of my
Mm.
comfort zone.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I thought, okay, I know I can do experimental stuff, and I
Mm.
don't need workshops for it.
Hmm.
This is an idea that could be commercial as well as really interesting on its
Hmm.
own, as well as artistic in its own way.
Hmm.
And I don't know how to do this. So why
Hmm.
not?
So you're figuring
submit
it out.
Yeah. So I'm figuring it out. It's a really
That's
hard
good.
process because the story has taken massive changes. Like
Hmm.
it has been through massive changes, and it has come back
For the good?
again for the good. Yes,
Okay.
I would say.
it also helps that you're in a workshop.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by experts
Oh yes,
who are guiding
absolutely.
you and
yeah.
and helping you get out of that.
And you're kind of
Shell.
arguing, and it is because
'Cause
that's
that's the
really,
most important
even
part
arguments
of
are really
screenwriting.
helpful. I think for me, the arguments are really helpful.
Yeah.
Like if I'm disagreeing with my mentors
Yeah.
or tutors
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call them, and they come up with a certain mindset, and they
Yeah.
have made movies, and I have made short films, but
Mm.
not a feature
Mm.
yet. So, but I do know what I know, and I
Mm.
do have a feeling. I do have a what do you call it? An understanding of what I
Mm.
want to do,
Hmm.
because I have watched a lot of experiments.
Hmm.
I mean, I come from a different mindset,
Yeah.
right? I come from a destructive philosophy, I would
Hmm.
say, because my purpose
Hmm.
is not to build on something that already exists, but also destroy it. You know,
Hmm.
it's like
create something new.
like Marquis de Sade said,
Hmm.
art is the perpetual immoral subversion of the existing order.
Hmm.
That's what I believe in.
Okay.
So that's something I'm trying to do with everything I do.
Hmm.
But this kind of changes my approach, because this movie isn't supposed to be destructive. It's
Hmm.
supposed to be building on the same thing, but also kind of deviating from it.
Hmm.
So it's really interesting. It's a difficult process, but I'm going through it. Let's see. I hope I can have actually, I will have the first draft
That's
ready by
good.
December.
That's a good way to put it.
So I
Yeah.
mean, we've all been busy.
Yeah.
I was traveling, and then you were busy with the workshop, and
Yeah.
then you ended
Yeah.
up traveling for a shoot
Yeah.
Yes.
to Turkey.
Yeah.
So in this time, I mean, I know I didn't get a chance to watch
Yeah.
a lot of things, but did you guys get a chance to watch something?
Yeah, somehow I found a lot of time to watch a lot of shows that came out in the end, like July ke period mein, like Orange is the New Black, The Boys, and which I'm going to talk about now, and a bunch of movies as well. The Long Shot was surprisingly not bad. Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron,
Okay.
not bad.
I will watch it. No idea.
Yeah, you won't watch it. I know that. I'm just
No
letting the audio know.
idea
Surprisingly
what that
not
is.
bad.
Okay.
It's a dumb rom-com, like,
Okay.
but
It's a Seth Rogen movie.
I think it's more than
Well,
that.
it's fun.
It's more than that. That's what
Okay.
I liked about it. They're getting better at writing their movies.
Okay.
Like something like The Interview. Interview was very Seth Rogen
Yeah.
and James Franco movie, but in the end it had some little deeper meanings.
Yeah.
Like The Disaster Artist, not like directly Seth Rogen's film, more James Franco's movie. I think Disaster Artist is one of the best movies of that year, 2017 or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you get to watch something?
Yes, I actually did. I watched this. What was that? Death of a Salesman. There was Toy Story 1 and 3, and most importantly, I watched Frank the other
Okay.
day,
Yeah.
like just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender
Michael
and
Fassbender.
Domhnall Gleeson.
Don Gleeson, yeah.
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 So
Yeah, he's
yeah.
in the Star Wars movie. He's
Yeah,
the General
He's
Hux.
brilliant.
he was the guy in
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. Yeah, Ex
It-
Machina.
it's a 2014
And
film.
Harry Potter, right? He was.
Don't care
No
about it.
idea. Boo.
Oh.
Boo.
Yeah. Pitchforks.
But yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'm a
So yeah,
big
Frank.
Harry Potter
Yeah.
fan.
It's actually quite not similar. It's about a musician
Hmm.
who a keyboard
Yeah.
player who actually gets a chance to play in a band
Yeah.
which has an unpronounceable name.
Yeah.
And,
I don't even remember. I
This
saw
is
this.
the one where
Soren.
I've seen
Yeah.
the picture. He wears this mask,
Yes.
He
right?
wears a
With
huge
this
mask
cartoonish
of
mask.
his
Giant
own
mask,
face,
yes.
like a very
Okay.
cartoon version of his own mask. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the best things that I like. I was like, okay, that is a really freaking bold choice.
Is he in that mask throughout the
Yep.
film?
throughout the
Yeah.
film?
Really?
Yes, you have an actor of bloody
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender's skill
Caliber,
level,
yeah.
talent, and you put him on a
Mm.
giant freaking mask in the whole movie.
I found another recommendation. I'll
It's-
say after. Yeah.
it's genius. Like how bold you have to be as a
Yeah.
director to be able to do that. Like, okay, this is who I'm gonna cast for
Yeah.
this role, and
And then kudos to the actor for
Yes,
actually accepting
agreeing
it.
to
I
it,
mean,
because that's not
Well,
who you
Fassbender has
imagine.
been like on a very bad streak. So yeah.
yeah, but
yeah,
I mean,
This
well,
was his one of his
I
good
mean,
movies in
yeah,
the past
yeah,
5
true that.
years.
still,
It is
good or
5
bad
five
streak. I
years
mean,
old.
an actor of his caliber,
Yeah.
Exactly,
Um,
but he
usually
pulls it off so
people
well. Like
don't do that.
Another another
Persona,
recommendation
text
for
me.
you. I have 2 recommendations for you
Actually,
right
just
now.
WhatsApp me
Ah,
right now.
But
Yeah.
like talking about, like just a slight tangent, talking about A-list stars not doing pretty good when it comes to their movies. Nicolas Cage
Mm-hmm.
been a laughing stock of a actor
15
for like
years.
so
For a
long,
few years now.
but he made Mandy.
I've
Did you saw
heard
Mandy?
It's really good. I've heard it's
That
really
is
good.
basically your
know.
crack.
Okay.
You watch this and you're gonna inject it right into your veins.
Oh gosh.
Mandy is a
Okay, I'm leaving.
movie.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
a movie,
too.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna.
It is like a dictionary के अंदर खोलो and it's
Hmm.
called batshit crazy equals Mandy.
Okay.
Batshit crazy equals Mandy.
Okay, I'll check
It is
out.
absolutely insane,
No, it's.
crazy.
No, I've heard
It's
for so long. It's amazing.
I
I've
would
yet
say
to
it's like
check it
a
out.
really good movie, but I
Yeah.
think it's one of the most interesting cinematic experiences I've seen in a long time. Because very weird, very crazy. Visuals are extreme and everything. But yeah, continue.
Okay.
कहाँ थे हम?
Okay, that was good. Yeah.
Frank,
Yeah,
yes.
Frank.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's really again it touches upon the themes that I am touching in terms of not exactly the themes, but it comes under the existentialism umbrella. I would say
Okay.
it's more about identity and freedom and all that stuff, and it's really interesting because you have this guy Frank who is kind of a myth, right? Like you have this guy
He's
under
like
a
an
mask.
urban legend
Yeah,
kind of
he's
thing.
he's the vocalist of a band who's not even famous and they don't want to be famous.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have this new keyboard player Dom Gleason, who actually
Wants to.
is
Wants to be famous.
secretly recording all of their sessions. They're staying in a cabin,
Like a cabin in the woods.
in Ireland, and they're recording their album, and it's been years and years, and they're still recording. Nobody knows about them, so he's secretly recording and putting it on YouTube, and he's
Oh,
getting
okay.
hits, and now they get to perform at South by Southwest,
Oh,
and it like shit goes crazy. Like it is
Yeah.
Sounds like
the
a-
third act of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Sounds like a very interesting film.
It's
Yeah.
really cool.
and
It's really
unique.
cool.
Like
It's really unique. I think the writing of it especially.
Yeah.
who's the director? Do you know?
I forgot.
I don't know, but
Tom something. I forgot the name of it.
what I liked, I saw this movie when it released, like, I don't know, 2015 or something.
Oh, it's an old movie.
It's
Yeah,
14, right?
2014.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the part I really love this movie because of the band dynamics. Like, because I'm a musician as well, so like having those arguments seen on screen and how they react to like new members and how
Yes,
their egos
yeah.
clash with other band
Especially
members.
Maggie, Clara.
I don't remember
Oh,
much of
man.
the movie or the characters' name because
great.
I saw that like this movie.
So,
Like,
so we're talking
lot.
about 2014. That's when Michael Fassbender was.
yeah, you
just
can say that.
starting
Yeah.
even-
Yeah,
He
yeah. He was doing well, I think. I would
Was
say.
the
Yeah.
one
But
I
it
think
was
after
start of
Frank,
the-
like he
yeah.
made the snowman or something going
Oh,
movie
okay.
three, and then yum yum yum. yum.
Yeah.
And all the X-Men movies after Days of Future Past were like crap.
Yeah.
Lenny Abrahamson. director.
Okay.
No idea who
Yeah.
he is, but good
No
job.
idea who he is. Yeah. it was
His
amazing.
name sounds familiar,
Yeah.
but
Let me see what else he has
Yeah.
done. Please.
But yeah, like it's one of the good indie movies that came out
Okay.
like in the 2010s. I would definitely say that. Like I think.
but for most of it, you've been watching these movies for your own research, right?
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah.
Yes. yes.
For
you
your
saw
own-
you saw Marvelous Mrs. Maisel
Yes,
that we also
yes.
recommended,
Yeah.
but you
Of
didn't
course.
listen to us.
What do you think? What do you think?
I have watched a few episodes of it and it's really good, man. The writing is so good. Especially the comedian's
Yeah.
character.
That-
What's her name?
Rachel
uh,
Brosnahan,
No, her character's name.
Midge.
Midge. Yes.
There is an. Have you seen season 2?
Yeah, I've
The
seen all of it.
episode when she meets the painter.
Yes. He has
No,
a-
बस
yeah.
ये बोल रहा हूँ और कुछ नहीं
Okay.
बोल रहा मैं.
Okay.
No spoilers, guys.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the best episodes I've ever seen
Yeah.
in cinema, in television history.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Cause like there is a scene when he's like
Mhm.
showing her,
yeah.
and like I don't want to
Okay.
spoil too
Yeah,
much.
something
Yeah.
happens.
That is, I
Something
think,
happens.
such a beautiful performance, beautiful writing, cinematography, the restraint on cinematography. Like holy shit!
No, even I mean, overall in the series,
the production design of it.
just the the characters.
There you go.
Her manager. I mean, she
Susie.
Man, she's
Oh my God!
Man.
What?
Everyone
What?
always mistakes her for a man.
We don't want to
It
spoil
is-
it for you because season 2 के अंदर इसका वो जो arc है.
But what a character.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even her husband, who is an asshole, but
Yeah.
yeah,
She says
bleep it out.
a line that I think resonated with a lot of artists, I would say, and I think it's in the pilot, and she says, "I'm okay with being alone. I just don't want to be insignificant."
Yes.
So I think that just explains a lot of like introverts and lonely artists all around the world.
Yeah, the tortured artist, suffering artist,
Yeah.
kind of cliche. Right?
That
It's actually
I
a
feel
good
I
cliche.
felt
like
that
it.
line was really good, especially for that
Yeah.
show.
It's for everybody, man. Like, who wants to be insignificant?
A lot of people.
Yeah. I mean,
no, not artists. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
not all
well,
artists. Well, unless you're like.
don't want
uh,
to generically
right.
gentrify the whole
Okay.
category of human
No, but
beings.
that's the reason you are an artist, aren't you?
No.
Yeah,
It depends.
I mean, there was I was watching a TED talk or something, and some guy, this guy, I forgot his name, but he just said something really interesting. He's like, "Why do you write?" It's like all writers write for like a few reasons, and one is because they don't want to be insignificant. They want to be immortal.
They want to
Yeah.
transcend their
Yeah, and out of
Lives.
narcissism, that's one of the key reasons. And the third one is to put others down. Put
Really?
those down who put
put
you
them
down.
down.
Yeah.
Like a
So, and
So
I think
it's
it's all
revenge.
three.
It's 66.6% revenge,
Yeah.
basically.
Basically.
It's actually, yeah. For me, it's all three. That's what I do. That's what I freaking
Cool.
put my pen to paper. You know.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, did you watch something?
I watched the Amazon's The Boys. It
Oh,
is
yes.
the new
The Boys.
The
The new
Horrible name
Reminds
for a
me-
TV
sorry.
show.
Yeah.
Horrible name for a TV show. Like, and the worst part of the worst thing for this show is Amazon didn't promote it at all, because this show needs to be seen by as many people as possible, because it tackles so much with the vehicle of being a superhero show. It invites everyone, buddy, आओ ना जरा party करते हैं,
Superhero,
with the superhero packaging. But once you start, the first 5 minutes of this series are insane, absolutely insane. This show is like,
It's kind of like an anti-superhero movie, right? Or
Sure.
I don't even wanna. I don't even think it's a superhero show.
Is it like
Yeah.
Legion?
Legion is a good.
Legion was
Legion. I
amazing.
think Legion is too batshit crazy. I think this show balances its craziness and commercial
okay.
consumption of a
Right.
TV show package in a very nice way. Because I was a big Legion fan. Season 2 के बाद went just
अच्छा
too
मैंने
crazy.
सिर्फ one देखा है.
Yeah,
One
season
was
two के बाद,
amazing.
yeah. Like, what I like about The Boys is it has a very nice overarching
Boys
story.
is-
The Boys, no, The Boys.
Voices.
The Boys. It is definite. Whatever you're thinking the show is going to be, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it. Because like you have so many,
What if
is
I'm
it
not thinking
Deadpool?
about
Is it Legion? Is it Logan or pata nahi kya? Like, it's not. It's something. It uses its premise as a way to explore humanity. I think that's the best way to phrase it. Like some people say it's Breaking Bad meets Avengers, like the brutality
But you don't
and
need
the.
a comparison for it. That's what you're saying.
I think the best way to view the show is to just view the show. Do
Oh,
not
okay.
bring any pre-existing,
external
okay,
influences.
yaar ye to ye, ya to ye, because like it is a very 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 interesting show. It's not for everyone. It is PG. It's not PG. It's rated R. It is gory as hell. Like
Perfect.
it's like blood and gore everywhere.
So Rahul would be loving
that's
that.
why
I would love
yeah,
that.
it's made for him. It's made for him.
That's what you said before.
yeah.
It's like, it's like
So you're gonna go home and watch it now.
It's
Oh, of
just
course,
8
of course.
episodes, which I love. That
Okay.
it's just a tight eight episode, 1 hour each episode. Like, like not I won't say perfect, but like a really nice coherent structure of a season. That's what I love about good shows. Whatever story they launch in the first episode, the pilot, they wrap it up by the finale.
Yeah.
They don't linger it on as a cliffhanger thingy. That's what I loved about this show. Is like they answer almost every question you
It
have,
has
and
a closure. It has
exactly.
It's complete.
and the consequences of that thing leads you into season
The
2.
next one.
This is what I loved about like a lot of other shows. Like I'm forgetting. I think Stranger Things could be considered to be something like that. Even though I don't like they keep rehashing the same villain over and
But
over
it's
again.
wholesome.
But
On its own. It's
speaking of Stranger
Yeah.
Things, you guys watched Stranger
I
Things?
watched Stranger Things. Yeah,
Yeah. What did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Like Stranger Things season 2. I think is one of the best weekends I've ever had
Okay.
because I watched
Ever.
one of the best week because
Okay.
because I was
about that,
a new game came out called Evil Within 2. It was Halloween के time पे I think season 2 got released because वो Michael Jackson का trailer आया था वगैरह.
Okay.
So I was playing that game for like 4 hours and then watching 4 episodes. Then playing 4 hours and then watching the episodes. It was like a perfect 2-3 days for me. But I think Stranger Things, I think it's I think we must like it has just too many characters. Too many characters to justify their like existence in this show. Like the whole जो writer है, the क्या नाम है बंदी का? Nancy. Nancy and उसका जो boyfriend
Yeah,
है.
yeah.
That side of the story was absolutely pointless.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything for the show.
I mean, I really
enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed. I think
I
it's
had
one of
fun.
those great entertainment shows that you know
Yeah.
you watch and you
binge
binge,
the hell.
binge.
Don't wait and think,
That's
should I be
first
watching
season,
this?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
what
The moment you stop it, should I be watching this? No.
Yeah.
No. This
But-
I think this is why a lot of the Netflix
yeah,
shows
and it's I mean it's brilliantly
executed.
and
CGI
I think it's getting
budget was
better.
like ramped up
Yeah,
to
it's getting
11 this time,
better
yeah.
season by season, and I mean one thing that I love, and it's something that people, I mean, going into, if you're watching the first season and then they brought that in the second season, the relationship between Dustin and
Okay, I haven't watched the
and-
second, third.
Shit.
oh
Can
okay, you
understand.
haven't. Oh,
Yeah, but talk about it.
What's his
I've only
name?
watched the first, which was amazing. But yeah.
I'm really
The guy
bad.
with the really good hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really bad with names. Their relationship
Their
amazing because they're supposed
They
to
were
be
the best.
two-
Yeah.
No, because they're supposed to be completely two opposite
Yeah.
people, right? And that guy was kind of like the
villain of
the
one.
villain of season 1,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he becomes the good guy, and
Yeah.
now he's part of the gang, and
Yeah.
and there and the entire team,
Yeah.
the
kids,
ice cream team,
Yeah.
who
Oh.
go into the underground
Yeah.
layer.
Yeah. I think
Spoilers,
that was the
but-
most
Yeah,
interesting
like-
and
part.
those
of the
four
se-
were brilliant.
Yeah.
That the girl.
The girl.
11.
Oh my god!
No,
No,
not
no,
11.
the
Robin.
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 Robin, great new
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah.
She's daughter of Uma Thurman and
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Really
um,
good. Really
yeah.
really good
Right.
performance.
Very brilliant, and
Yeah.
I think this was her like first ever.
Okay, that's what my brother was telling me about. Achha.
She
And
just she was in a
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, I think she's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as well. I think I could
I
be wrong
think I heard that too.
Mm.
Yes.
because she
And-
was at the premiere. मुझे
Yes.
इतना तो पता. Yeah.
And then
तुम भी थे ना? तुम भी
नहीं
थे
नहीं यार Instagram पे देखा.
invitation nahi mili.
नहीं मिली.
Go movie.
Yeah.
No, so and all four of them basically.
Hmm.
And the comic writing
Yeah.
in those scenes,
Yeah.
oh my god, that I was
season?
watching it with my wife and we could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
Erica,
Erica,
that kid, she's what, like 10 years old or
Yeah,
something?
probably.
Her comic
Yeah.
timing is so good.
Operation Child Endangerment.
Yeah. it's so
Yeah.
good, and they become such lovable characters that you want to
Yeah.
watch it just because of them.
Yeah.
And so it was a great, a few episodes
Right.
to watch, and
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a fourth season?
yeah, I think there's one more season before
they wanted 4, but Netflix wants 5.
yeah.
They initially pitched
they've
for 4.
lifted. They ended it as at a very interesting cliffhanger. So let's see what happens
Yeah.
in 5.
I think
Is there enough? Sorry, is there enough story in it to drag it? into
that's
fifth
the thing.
season?
I think they didn't plan it
Yeah,
well enough.
I think because
they're rehashing the same goddamn villain for the past 2 years.
Achha, okay, I
Yeah.
haven't watched the last.
Even
2
though
years,
it's
but
whatever
yeah.
they're
Which is-
doing is really good. It's just
Right.
like let's move on.
I
from
mean,
there.
I
Right.
guess this having
And
same villain, I don't know. For me, it adds to it because it's the same fear and the same, and it's connected, right? I mean, this way you get
That's what
those-
I liked
yeah.
about it. Like the Will was like the
Yeah, so Will gets
sentry of the
yeah, so everything's connected
Yeah.
because of that,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like the danger. I mean, when you watch, seasons where, you know, there's a villain and then
Yeah.
the next season there's a new villain. It's like, okay, season 1's finished, that villain's gone, good, move on. Next day, there's a new villain in town.
Yeah.
But this keeps you in suspense because it's like, okay, this thing is dead,
Yeah.
but it's
It can
coming
also
alive.
come
It
back,
can
yeah,
it
yeah.
comes and they justify how it's coming back alive,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
It's kind of like the the danger never goes. You know, so the story hasn't really ended yet.
It's like it.
Did you saw the
after
second
27
season?
Years. No, I haven't.
You haven't.
I've only watched the first one. I only
Because
watched it for Winona Ryder.
there's one episode in season 2 which everyone hated,
Yeah.
and I think they wanted that episode to work so they can move on from Hawkins as a
Okay.
town and
Yeah.
their kids. But everyone hated that episode, so they're like, oh shit, we have to stick to these
Yeah.
kids. Because I think the world is so interesting, and the first scene of season 3,
Yeah.
and they're like, you know, Daswadani.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. No spoilers. No.
That's what I need. Okay.
So like they introduce like a new villain, and I like how they're expanding the world. It's just like when you start repeating the same story threads over and over again for characters, that's where like come on, we've done this, we've done a version
Right,
of this.
right.
But the one thing that I liked when they, you know, they had a character, the lifeguard.
Oh yeah, Billy.
You know, Billy. He
He was a great character.
great
in
great
this
great
season.
character, great
You're saying
actor.
was, matlab he is dead.
He is.
Oh, son of a-
Spoiler.
He is something.
Something. Well, yeah.
Well,
So
we don't know.
we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know,
In a
right.
show like this, you
Yeah.
don't know. But what I'm saying is that he was kind of like a negative character in the sense, if you look at not maybe the villain, but a negative character, someone who, you know, you don't really
Like spending time with.
like spending time, and then things happen to him in the show, and then you start
something.
feeling for him.
Hmm.
While and they do such a great job where the negative character becomes someone you actually care about, because they kind of become relatable in the sense that, okay, this guy's a bully, but you know, he's not necessarily a bad person. I mean, he's not,
Okay.
you know,
Is he Theon Greyjoy?
I don't think no one.
No,
I don't think people
no.
really cared about Theon.
Are you serious?
No.
I think they did.
Was he redeemed by the end?
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
sort of,
Yeah.
but not
Like
really.
at least
Like
for the
guy
audience.
had an amazing arc though.
They
Yeah.
tried their best to do that, but I don't think they.
See, he
nailed
wasn't one of the lead characters.
Yeah, that's-
but he,
that's
but he
my
was
point.
important just enough to have a good character arc.
So the-
like you have someone who you hate, who you don't actually care about in the beginning, and then you fucking hate him. Sorry, you freaking hate him,
it. You can say it. We don't mind that.
and
It's okay, buddy.
okay, and you hate this guy, and then something horrible happens to him, you know, and you actually feel bad for them.
So in that,
Yeah.
and then that,
And it
if you
actually
describe it that
carries
way,
on,
then yeah. But they did that in that span of, you know, like those 8 episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Where
Yeah.
at the start you're like, you know, and at the
Acha,
end
so
you're
yeah.
actually like crying for him. You know, it's
Right.
it's a. I mean,
Did you
despite
cry?
having so many
Yeah.
characters, they make you
Hmm.
invested in those characters somehow.
Yeah, they do a really good job of balancing
Like,
every
in
character,
that
giving
ho-
enough time
Like
for
that
each one of
hospital
them.
scene.
Yeah.
With like, you know, again, Nancy and them, I didn't really care about them,
Yeah.
but you still feel for them, right?
Because
And you're
they're
like-
really good actors.
Yeah.
The performances are
and,
really
and they're
good.
well written
Yeah.
in the show, and like maybe while you're watching it you don't care, but at the end you're like, okay, fine, you know, at least these guys are safe. You know, you actually feel for them. You're invested with them. So it's a great. I mean, it's a very.
What
it's a very
happened
good.
to Millie Brown?
She's still there.
She's still there.
Yeah.
Is she
Her character is also kind of evolving.
Evolving.
Yeah.
okay?
I just realized one thing that I think is maybe a reason why Stranger Things has kind of dipped into its popularity and its awesomeness, and I think because there are no consequences for the main actors, main characters.
I agree.
In season 2, what they did a very nice thing. They introduced a new character with the Lord of the Rings wala guy,
Yeah, the
Sam.
Sam.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's that? Which actor is that?
Yaar.
The guy who played Frodo's friend.
हाँ,
You haven't
Lord
seen
of the
Lord of the
Rings,
Rings.
Oh,
Yeah,
acha, okay. Oh,
Goonies,
that guy,
Goonies
that
वगैरह
guy.
का.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
And
right,
I'm
right.
forgetting the actor's name वगैरह.
Sam
Yes,
Austin.
yes.
Sean Austin.
Sean Austin.
Sean Austin.
I do
Sam,
remember the
Yeah.
face. Yes.
Sean Austin.
So like they introduce him, they build him up really well. He was amazing character, and then yoink. And there's the
Well,
same thing again
but-
in season 3.
But with the main, it's almost a main character.
अच्छा तो मुझे but is he though?
That's what I'm saying. That's the twist at the end, right?
Nah.
Let's see what happens.
I wish they had the courage to definitively, take someone out and build off from their consequences. When you do the half-step thing, oh, is he dead or is
Yeah,
he not
yeah.
dead? Like,
Yeah, but-
come on, man.
But in
Simultaneously.
this case, I mean, you kind of want to
Like,
be true to the 90s Goonies type
So
films, right?
this is, I think, why they get away from it. Because
Yeah.
if after Game of Thrones, you need to start killing off your characters. Like,
But-
you
but-
have no
but
excuse.
I feel if they kill off any of the
Let-
main characters, people will start hating the show.
This is why I think this shows work because of
Yeah.
the 80s setting.
Exactly.
That's why they can get away with
Exactly,
it. you know?
because and then you're breaking away from
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
formula. That's
yeah.
like, okay, these kids
Right.
are the heroes.
Yeah.
Nothing can happen to
Yeah.
them. And the adventure is, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing
Yeah.
about Dustin and them going into
Yeah.
the underground layer,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. I mean, that it has consequences associated with.
Yeah.
At the back of the mind, you know that, okay, fine, they're not going to get hurt, but what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Does that-
It's their decisions, it's their adventures that makes it interesting.
I think it's one of the best Netflix shows. यार अभी एक और कौन सा आया था जो मैं बिल्कुल भूल रहा हूँ. Netflix पे अभी कोई आया था. Anyways.
Because they're kids as well, right?
Yeah, well.
You don't expect kids to do all of this. And the funniest scene in that, in the last episode,
Yeah.
when Dustin ends up making contact with his
I don't
girlfriend.
Like that, man. That was
I don't know.
too on the nose.
My wife and I, we were laughing
It was-
our
it was
butts
just-
off.
It was
for
just trying
so
too
long.
hard.
But
I think it was trying too hard.
I don't know. For us, it was like
That's
the
fine. That's
funniest.
good. Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
It was. There's like chaos is going on. They're about to die.
I
And
think
they end up
that's I
singing
think
a
that's
song.
an
It's a-
interesting.
and
I
they
think
do
you
what?
view that you view Stranger Things as a very campy thing.
I do. Yeah. I view
treated
as
it always as a dramatic show because it started off being very dark and dramatic, but they had the moments that they made it campy.
Okay,
especially
I
with
never
the
never
80s.
associated with like that.
I think that's why I loved this show because it managed to balance its dramaticness and the campiness very well in the I would say even the
also
first
when
two
the
seasons.
campiness became more, so
यार
you kind
पीछे
of.
हो रहा है, oh my God, मेरी गालों में.
For me, that's
I don't. I've tried my best not to spoil it for you. Like,
It's okay, man. I
because
don't know
like,
if I'm
I'm
gonna
like
for
it's
me,
it's a good,
yeah.
it's a funny moment, but the stakes are so ridiculously high right now. No, sorry.
in the
No,
finale.
so
In the
for,
show,
for
in
me,
the show.
for
in the
me,
finale.
yeah.
In the finale,
So
yes.
for me, that works
Okay.
because it's like
I think we taste different.
because and because I always connected with the 80s, Goonies
Yeah.
type shows,
I
where,
love that. Yeah.
where
Goonies was
where so,
Back
so
to
for
the
me
Future and
for
everything,
yeah
yeah.
for me I look forward to the comedy element in it, and my thing is when especially when you have a comedy element, so having that comedic hits where you least expect it, that's where it
Gradually makes it
yeah,
funnier.
it makes it I love that. I mean, you're like he's like they're this close to dying, this
What
close.
do they exactly do when they're
So basically throughout the entire season, so Dustin, the curly hair kid,
Mhm.
he comes back from camp and he tells everyone that he has a girlfriend and no one believes him because it's
He's
Dustin.
Yeah.
And he went to like science camp or something. So he was like, you're
And
not
she's
okay.
the
And
most beautiful
supposedly
woman
she's
ever,
like the most beautiful woman, and the way he describes it, everyone thinks it's imaginary, and you as an audience, you're like, he's probably BSing, right? And then he builds this like crazy like telephone tower, like a radio tower.
So he can communicate.
So
with
they
her.
can communicate with each other, and it's like next level like radio tower. And so at the end, they need that radio tower to send out a communication for something that I might not.
Plot device.
Yeah.
Plot
It's a
device.
plot device. Yep. So they're on the way there, or they're on the way back, and so they've activated the tower, and he's in conversation with the girl. So he needs to talk to her and ask her for something because she knows the answer to it.
She actually exists.
She actually exists.
Right.
And spoiler alert. and that whatever they need to ask her, that is the key to solving the entire thing. Like if they don't have the answer for that, they're screwed. Like show over, like everyone's dead, right?
Okay.
So they need that answer. That, and then she goes like, but they're on comms, so everyone's listening in.
Oh shit.
So she goes like
the whole town.
the whole like
friends,
team, the
The whole
kids,
team. Okay.
the
I thought it was
kids, the
from,
adults
like,
as
South
well,
Korea or
like
something.
everyone who's
Right.
involved in solving this issue. And she goes like, no, first you need to sing me this song that they used to sing.
Their song.
Then their song.
That's
and-
what I was like.
and then-
"Abbe,
And then only will I give you the answer. And there's this awkward pause where there's like, in one end, they're like Russians about to like kill someone, one of the team, or find them.
Spoilers.
I have to give him the
Right, the
there's like the
details. The
monster,
creator, yeah.
the monster like chasing them, like you can see it in the back, and they're singing
singing
this
the song.
duet, this love song, and
Okay.
and the way they execute it, like they mute the entire world, and you can just hear them singing. So you're hearing them singing. You can see like in the back of the car this monster chasing them. You can see like everyone's shocked because it's like moments till they can solve this damn issue, and it's just they're just singing, and they sing the
Dude, I can see why you hate it, and I can also see why he likes it.
and
Like, I
It's
don't
really
mind
funny.
no,
it.
but what I
It's-
loved
it's-
about
it's-
it, they sang the
Yeah.
entire song.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Oh, shit.
like
Acha.
10 seconds.
Oh.
It's like two minutes of the entire song that they're singing. And for those 2 minutes, I was just, I lost it. I was just laughing. And
I think probably by that time I was like,
Uh,
I just want to get the
I
story
might
done.
watch it just for this scene, so I'll
Yeah.
spend 20 hours for this.
Because my thing, and again, what I loved about it is that is such a serious situation.
Right.
One of those points where you're stuck. You need to know this answer because that is you have to save the world by this answer, and you're this close. You're so close. You're like it's
But you
centimeters away, and you're being chased. One person's being chased. Again, centimeters from death, and there's this 2-minute duet. Because
It's like those old Indian films.
yeah, no,
Sab chhod ke
but
you gaana
the brilliant thing is
chalega. But yeah, you're in the middle of
what gets to
yeah.
you is the expression on everyone's
Yeah.
faces,
That I liked.
because everyone's
That-
kind of like
So now he's coming.
like
he's-
W.
No, I still don't like that.
Like-
So I think maybe my problem with this is like, I think it's just timing.
It's perspective, like what he's
timing.
Right.
एक आप एक comedy bit मारे, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
कब अंदर घुसने, कब बाहर निकलने, कब उसको address करने, that yes, it was stupid. I think वो जो addressing part था ना कि यार, why are we doing this? I think वो नहीं आया after the joke.
Okay.
You know, like, what the hell, like maybe they addressed it or not. Like, they're saying the whole song. I'm like, for God's sakes, let's move on, please.
No, because
That's what makes it funny. That's what makes it funny.
No,
I
I
haven't watched
you're
it, but I can
about
already
to die.
imagine it.
No,
Your
but-
friends are about to die, and you're
that's
like,
the funny, and that's where
Come on.
where the expressions were like they're driving and they're just like looking at each other and they're looking back like there's this monster coming. But the funniest thing is because the girl he's singing to, she has no clue. She just thinks she's talking to him.
that's I'm
She
like,
just-
yaar,
She just
come
thinks like
on.
there's no one else. It's just him, and there's no consequences. Like for her, there's no
Yeah,
consequences,
it's like just
and
having-
everyone
yeah.
else is like,
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
But yeah, different. I like this.
yeah.
But
This-
yeah,
I
so-
think that
so
moment I was
15
out
years,
of the
yeah.
show. I think probably I'm like, no, not the good time. It would have been really funny अगर हम थोड़ा सा stakes नीचे होते उस वक्त तक. This would be like the climax of the whole goddamn season.
Okay,
Basically.
I guess that's why it was funny for me because
But
I guess
like-
it was the
Stakes were high,
climax,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
But there was
they mask it with this like funny moment. So I mean, for that got to me.
Yeah.
That I was like,
Duel to the death.
anyways.
yeah.
Whoever wins.
No, but
fourth
it's about
season
it's
can
about
decide,
Yeah.
right?
no, it's about the perspective, right?
I'm still
No, I
Cause-
like it. I love.
Because like what he said, he when he watches Stranger Things, he looks at it as a dramatic show.
Like,
Sure.
I love
I-
the comedy as well. I think they usually manage their comedy and drama really well. Like in the second last episode, the carnival one. You know, when that guy dies.
Mhm.
That's such a good episode of having fun and being very dramatic at the
Yeah.
same time. I think this moment
Also
for me was
the-
just like Looney Tunes. I'm like,
Uh,
come on, man.
But I mean, for me, it kind of brought the innocence of the show as well, because I mean, in the end, they are kids,
They're kids, yeah.
right?
They're growing up.
And they're still kids, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and you know, it adds
Would
that
you-
playful element to it.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, I guess if it was that dramatic, you know, like, you know, trying to find the code, you know,
Yeah.
that typical, you know, if they're trying to call it, the ring's going through, and then, you know,
Yeah.
you're so, you know, I mean, they could have done that suspenseful element, but I mean, that made it more playful. I guess.
Would anything change if one of them died? Like, what do you think would be the consequence? Would it be more interesting? Would it be out of character for the show?
You don't know
Or-
the context of the moment. Probably that's why you.
No, I'm talking about the whole show, Stranger Things,
Huh.
as a whole.
If they kill one of the kid,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would lose the show would lose its touch, because
Would it be out of character? for
yeah,
them?
it would be out of character for the show, because it's a tribute to all those 80s
Right. Yeah.
sci-fi, you know, kids movie.
I think that's a nice way to look at it. I think I don't see it that way. I just
Okay.
view it as a show on its own. I don't
Okay.
see it as a show that
A
is
tribute to the
attributing
past,
nostalgia.
yeah.
Because like who cares? Like, at least for my
That was
Okay.
at least for the first season. It was that.
no, it's first season में भी
I think
बहुत references थे,
बहुत
बहुत
ज़्यादा
सारी
थे,
चीजें
बहुत
थी.
ज़्यादा थे.
Season
ये
2
मैं
का
कह
जो
रहा हूँ.
pitch
Yeah.
किया था, that
Yeah.
was thriller. The
Yeah.
whole trailer, it is one of the best trailers ever made.
Right.
Like, it was such a good way to promote that show. But I never had this in mind, you know, it's about Goonies and preferences, because I loved the show on its own.
Yeah.
And I think when the scale goes too far, oh yeah, they give ye, or like
Yeah.
yeah, they give
Yeah.
ye, so I'm like, come on, let's roll back.
I guess for me it was because, you know, those movies were so great, and for a long time that genre was forgotten. And I mean, you saw that genre.
Spy Kids,
in,
bro.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
you kind of saw that genre in like
3D.
kids movies and shows, but nothing for, you know, adults. So you know, me watching this now, it hits that nostalgia.
Do you think more kids watch Stranger Things or adults?
I think adults. I don't think kids should be
Yeah.
watching it. It's too scary.
Like kids, I would say teenagers. I would say.
Yeah, teenagers maybe. I mean, it has a lot of scary element.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
and
pretty,
gore,
like
yeah.
my friends don't, like a few of my friends don't watch it because it's scary. I'm like, yeah, kya ho gaya? Yeah.
I
Scary?
mean,
Like
How is
to
it
them,
scary?
it's everything is scary.
Okay.
So that's.
I mean,
why
there's a
it's
bit
fun.
of gore in it. I mean, a little bit, not too.
This season, I felt there was
there
more,
was more, yeah,
gore than
yeah.
any season.
I mean, it's. I mean,
gooiness.
yeah. It's not a kids show. It's, you know, even if you, it's like you wouldn't take a kid to watch like it.
Oh, it was such a good movie.
It wasn't scary.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't take a
It
kid to watch
is
it.
creepy.
It's
I would.
creepy.
It is
I would.
creepy as
I
hell.
want to have a kid just so I can take him or her to
Look,
watch
Rahul,
it.
you're
just to fuck with
There
them.
was
Just to fuck with
there
them.
was
you know?
there was a screening in एक article आया था कि people were going to watch like a Pixar movie or something and it चलने शुरू हो गई.
Oh, हाँ,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
and scarred, kids scarred
Like
for like.
15 minute बाद सब कह रहे हैं, "Oh my God."
nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it was you.
I wish.
You
It's like I do connect with Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street when he
Hmm.
says, I want to have, you know, if my kids are
Yeah.
retarded or something, I'll just, you know, ask them to hop on in the car. We'll drive to the forest and I'll open the door and be like, yeah, go. You're free. get the fuck off.
Another recommendation.
तीन हो गई अब.
नहीं एक चार आ गई, एक
चार
और
आ
भी आ
गई.
गई.
Okay.
Fantastic shit कौन सा था? चलो. Second recommendation, A Ghost Story.
I watched it.
Okay, yeah, I've
I
seen that.
loved
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Right? Really good movie.
So sad. I had to literally go shopping and I hate shopping just so I could get out of the house
What?
for like an hour.
Why?
Because
Oh,
it made me
beach
so
mein.
sad.
Oh.
Like I wanted to get out of my zone and
So-
just
So you
go
went
do
shopping?
something that I
watched-
don't like to do.
I watched
Like that's what I did.
I
essentially.
watched it in the theater, ठीक है ना, with there were like 5-6 other people in the room. And there is a scene for the 17-minute ka one shot जिसमें
Yeah.
she's just eating the cake.
Yeah. Oh.
Pin
Yes,
drop silence,
yes.
no music,
Yeah.
no nothing,
Yes.
and everyone was like, should we even breathe? Because like सांस की आवाज आ रही थी दूसरों की, they popcorn करके खा रहे वगैरह. That was
That was intense.
I love that
as
movie. I absolutely
hell.
love that movie. I think
Like-
isolation के aspect से जो movie को दिखाया उसने,
Dude, it's so sad.
I know.
I
It's
think
so sad.
I think the saddest movie ever
A
made
ghost story.
is the Road.
The Road.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't.
I think isn't it the same guy? No, वो किसी और का. Anyways. Yeah, वो Viggo Mortensen, I think, yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
So he was, oh yes, Green Book तो देखी थी, right?
Yeah.
तो Captain Fantastic and Mr. Fantastic कोई movie आई थी 2017 में. Let me
हाँ,
search
हाँ,
this.
I think I do. Yeah.
Really good indie movie.
Yeah, yeah.
एक second. So एक second. Viggo Mortensen. So Ghost Story, ठीक है.
Of course.
ये हो गई, Frank हो गई. इसकी Captain Fantastic, yeah.
Captain Fantastic.
Really, really,
I'll
really
check it out.
good indie movie. Or the fourth thing, that was Glass Castle.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Woody Harrelson and
Brilliant
Brie
movie.
Larson. Really,
Shoot,
I wouldn't
nice.
say brilliant.
Okay.
I would say
I'll check
good.
it
No,
out.
but performances, man.
Performances
oh
were
my
really
god.
Captain Fantastic is an amazing indie movie.
I'll check it out.
And it's
Have you watched The Witch?
yeah, मैंने देखनी है.
No.
And the
It's
reason
a
is
bloody good horror movie.
एक नई movie आ
The
रही है,
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse, उसके
Yes.
director ने बनाई है.
Hmm.
And I was avoiding
Robert,
the witch.
Eggers.
Yeah.
Robert Eggers.
हाँ,
or
something.
David Eggers. Yeah.
And I've heard really good things about The Witch, but I'm not
Absolutely amazing.
I like horror, but with stories. So I
Yeah,
think everyone
exactly.
recommended
Yeah,
me
yeah.
The Witch, कि Witch
Yeah.
देखो वगैरह. But
Which is one of
I'm a
the
scary
better
pants.
horror films
Yeah.
I've seen in years.
yeah.
Like after probably Hereditary, Get Out, Us.
Hereditary.
And,
अभी
you
वो
know,
Midsummer भी तो आई है ना. I don't know
Midsommar,
पाकिस्तान में
yeah,
कब
I've
आएगी.
yet to
पाकिस्तान में तो नहीं
check it
आएगी
out.
अब.
हाँ.
But there
क्या पता आ जाए?
नहीं.
Because
नहीं,
Mother आ
यहाँ-
गई थी अचानक से कुछ पता नहीं
वो
चला।
वो
पागल
गलती
है,
से आ गई थी ना।
पागल है.
हाँ लेकिन वो आगे
वो बल्क में वो नहीं होता कि साइड से एक
movie
मूवी बस
क्योंकि वो
Exactly, like,
उन्होंने सिर्फ
fucking awesome.
जेनिफर लॉरेंस का नाम देखा था और फिर they like,
Yeah.
oh
यार
जला देते
did
हैं।
you know her लगी थी कराची में. I
Are
saw
you-
her
are
in
you
Newplex.
serious?
I'm not kidding. And unrated version.
वो गलती से आ
No.
गई.
Yeah.
bloody-
No, I'm not kidding. I watched her in Newplex, yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
यहाँ
एक
पे-
हफ्ते के लिए आई होगी
Oh.
probably, yeah.
फिर भी
That's why I
2 दिन
keep
के लिए भी
always
फिर भी,
guys
yeah.
always keep an eye out in like Newplex वगैरह.
Yeah.
Like Hereditary भी I did like no
There you
no it doesn't make a sense कि आप Hereditary कराची में लगाओ. But what a movie.
It
Uh,
was insane. Man. It was
There are a
insane.
bunch of indie movies that I'm looking forward to this year. The Farewell with Awkwafina. I think this week it got released. Peanut Butter Falcon.
I've heard
It's
the name. Why
it's
does the name
another
click?
indie movie with Shia LaBeouf and
Oh yes.
Oh, he's back.
Yes.
Olivia. No, Twilight की बंदी. No, उसकी बंदी. Dakota Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah, these two, and the not the lead, but one of the main actors is a guy with Down syndrome.
Okay.
An actual guy with
Oh,
Down
okay.
syndrome who's playing a guy who has Down syndrome.
Ah, okay.
So it's a very nice indie movie built on a story of like adventure and stuff like that. It's getting really good reviews, so I'm really looking forward for that. And I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, hopefully it's coming
Yes.
out in Karachi 16th ko. And then I think Ford versus Ferrari. I think that's one of the last
What?
movies. Christian Bale, Matt Damon, Ford versus Ferrari.
Is it an
It's a
actual
movie.
film?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I have no. I
And
didn't-
you know
I
who's the
didn't know
director?
Yeah. Who?
James Mangold, who did Logan. So the trailer is bloody
I'll have
fantastic.
to check it out.
And अभी तक reviews
It's
वगैरह
already
कुछ
giving
नहीं
me the rush wali feeling.
है. Yeah, I hope so.
I hope it's as good as at least.
I love
as
that
good
this is more corporate than personal, because
Mm.
Rush was more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think इस वजह से थोड़ा सा different take होगा उसमें. But
So did you guys see the trailer for The Irishman?
Oh yes.
the hell with the Irishman?
Scorsese.
Did you saw the trailer for Maverick?
Yes.
Nope.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Is it as good as the original? Better.
Don't care. This trailer is so goddamn good. It's campy. It's Tom Cruise. It's beautiful.
It's just Tom Cruise.
It's Ed Harris.
It's like a tribute to Tom Cruise.
So who cares? It's
Yeah.
Did you saw the shot where 3 like
Oh, yeah.
F-18
Yeah,
were
yeah,
banking next to a river
Yeah.
and the air burst? Okay, वो sonic boom से जा रहे थे. The visuals of this trailer are just insane.
I'll check it out.
Like, oh my
I
god.
wasn't interested, but now I'm. I think I'll
Comic Con
have
pe,
to-
I think this was the best trailer that came out. But yeah, I saw the Irishman trailer.
Yeah.
Maverick is it's
Not
a
interested.
sequel
Not
to.
interested?
It's a sequel to Parvaz
Yeah.
Junoon, right?
Oh yes.
Yes, yeah.
Isn't it?
It's actually
वो परवाज़ जिन्होंन के rights लेके
Exactly.
it's a prequel.
we should kill ourselves after saying that.
Hey, you said it first, bro. I
You
just
took it up
piggybacked
a
off.
notch,
Yeah,
man.
thank
You
you.
upped the ante.
That's comedy, bro. Thank you.
It's a prequel. Finally, they got rights to.
Anyways, moving on.
Right,
Irishman,
right,
yes.
right.
I was like, okay.
Okay, not
Yeah.
not interested.
Yeah, it was underwhelming according to the expectations, I would say. At least
I think
the
hype.
expectations.
This is like
Too much hype.
Too much hype. I watched. Have you seen The Silence, by the way?
No,
Martin
no, I've yet
Scorsese.
to,
I
I've
saw
yet to.
that in the theaters, and it is long. I liked it because I think it does performances wise. I think
Andrew Garfield and
Andrew Garfield. I think best performance. Should I say
Mhm.
that?
Okay.
Because और कौन सी movie? Social Network movie pretty good.
Hmm.
Mm.
I think Adam
Driver.
Driver. Really good performance from him as well. But
He's
I
a
think.
Brilliant.
Have you
fucking
seen
actor.
Patterson, by the way?
I fucking
Really
love
good
Patterson.
movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Really good movie. Yeah, I liked Silence, but I'm not sure this movie should even exist.
The Irishman.
Okay.
Why?
Eh,
I mean,
Why you
not?
like if the story was like something like Logan,
Mhm.
like they were actually old and उसके अंदर ये कुछ
They've
निकालता,
actually de-aged them and all that.
and I feel like
It's
you're
like going back to
हाँ like I feel like you're trying to be yourself again.
hmm.
Hmm.
You know कि
Hmm.
जो मैं था, like even Scorsese का जो भी I think the outlook, the cinematography,
Yeah.
and the whole feel, it looks more like that, like Taxi Driver shit
So
like that.
basically,
Right.
everyone's kind of trying to
Go back.
play with
Nostalgia,
nostalgia.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
And I
theme
think
for this.
Scorsese is better than that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
I'm not
he-
a big
yeah.
Scorsese fan, but I really like Silence. I think Departed basically.
Yeah,
Mm.
Departed,
Right?
yeah.
Departed is a great movie.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver and
think
all.
it's overrated, but
Even
yeah.
Hugo to some
Yeah.
extent is
Hugo
a
is-
pretty fun
I
movie.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall
Holy
Street, yeah.
shit. Holy
Yes,
shit, what a movie.
Yes.
So like, stick to that.
Yeah.
Keep going forward. Don't go back. Why are you
Exactly,
going back?
exactly.
Like, you know, and even if you have De Niro and Al Pacino and
De Niro.
Joe Pesci, right?
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. It felt like it's like a reunion kind of thing. I think that's how they pitched
Mm.
it. But I wish they would have done it in a way like Logan ki tarah.
Okay.
We accept we are old, and now we're gonna try to make a story, an interesting story based on
Mm.
that. We're not gonna try to pretend ourselves that we're 20 years younger.
Hmm.
I think that's what I was like. Maybe I don't know.
It's like, right.
I think that's
Yeah,
my take on it.
yeah.
Like, why didn't it surprise you guys? Isn't that the thing
Yeah,
you've seen?
yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
they're trying to
yeah.
do before, and they've
Yeah.
done that better
No,
before.
Yeah,
that's
true.
a pretty valid
Like-
argument. I would
Like
say.
I was like I don't know if you guys know, but like The Dark Knight was inspired a lot by The Heat.
Hmm.
Michael Mann की
Okay,
जो movie
yeah,
है इसमें Al Pacino था, right? De Niro भी था, हाँ दोनों
Yeah,
थे.
दोनों थे.
थे, हाँ, right? That's a badass movie.
Hmm.
Like both were in their prime, performances, the script, even though the filmmaking wasn't as tight as
Right.
it is today, but pulling that kind of a movie in downtown LA and like all the action and shit like that, that's insane. I wish कि वो इस तरह का कुछ करते कि in modern day में ये these two, like I would be more interested in इस तरह के Italian mobs. How do they operate in today's digital world? You know?
Do they operate in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. वो नहीं होता कि
But you could make it up. Why
like
not?
a like
Yeah,
a वो क्या होता है यार जब आप एक discontinued product को आप introduce करना चाहते हो दोबारा, like एक out of like you know just old people, like you know they're used to their own ways, and you're telling the new generation is telling them, you know, step aside, we know how to deal with it, we know better to deal with it. I think that would have been an interesting way to, you know, even pay homage to these characters, like, you know, thank you for your service, you know, you were one of the best. I think what the Logan did, I think Logan was that to the superhero genre, you know, like the new generation is coming, but we are going to honor the past, the 17-year-old actors who have been giving their lives to these performances for like with Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman. Anyways.
So speaking of nostalgia, I saw Lion King.
No, off.
That's actually pretty accurate for the movie. And yeah, I didn't. I hated it.
What did Hans Zimmer did? Because he did the music again. He was the original
he
composer
took out
and won the Academy, his only Academy Award, which
Right.
is like absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
But his only award.
He basically took
Copy paste?
the वो CD निकाली थी उसने पिछली.
Command C, Command V.
CD निकाली उसको, he converted it to digital, and he's like,
Really?
here you go. a little bit of उसने किया, but it was, see the problem
मतलब
is
एक दिन का काम था या एक हफ्ते का काम था?
एक घंटे का काम होगा.
For Hans Zimmer इतना लंबा काम
Like
नहीं
that's what was surprising.
see,
This was the paycheck.
and same with James Earl Jones,
Yeah.
brilliant actor, जो भी
Yeah,
you know,
voiceover,
amazing, you know. You could sense the age in his voice.
I've heard that as well.
But the problem was it was the same dialogues. They could have literally just
That
copy
sucks,
pasted
man.
that and
Such
used
an-
that. They didn't need to pay him again to do
Such
the
a
entire
classic
thing.
story, such a classic movie, and
So,
that's the complaint. It is so
I'm so glad.
unimaginative.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's so boring. How can The Lion King be boring with $200 million
yeah.
of today's visual effects budget?
And my thing is, what I mean, I took my class,
Yeah.
the class in
Oh, nice.
teaching, discovering film. So we went.
मुझे भी लगा था.
तुम थे नहीं.
Oh, shit.
We went. Some of the students went.
हाँ.
बाकियों ने अपने अलग से देखा था. So I talked to them as well, and you know.
Did they saw the movie before, the original one?
So
Have they seen it?
So when I asked, so most of the class had seen the original one, and those who had seen it, most of them did not like it. One person even said that they were offended by it, and I agree with them.
Shut up.
I agree with them.
Yeah.
It was offensive, like, you know, to our
Okay,
memory.
Sure.
There were two people who had never seen the original, and this was the first time they were watching it. I think you were one of. No, you had seen. Okay. They liked it
Okay.
because obviously they didn't have anything to compare. it
But liking something versus worshipping something for 20 years is
Yeah.
different.
Was
I
it
know.
as iconic as an
Yeah.
as experience?
I mean, no.
As it was for us.
As a movie, they liked it. Okay, it's I don't know if they're gonna go and
Because
and
they're
love
old
it.
now as well. Right?
As
Yeah.
20 years later.
We watched that movie when we were young as well.
Yeah, but yeah, and they're watching it now when they're
Yeah.
in their 20s, right? But I mean, for me, what I didn't like was that you can take a little bit of liberty even if you're trying to make it real, because you've already lost that realism element when the animals are talking,
Yeah.
right? So they're already talking, so why not add a little bit of extra
Character and-
character? You know,
I think the
if you saw on Facebook, someone was sharing this some graphic designer. He kind of like put emotions in the eyes of every character,
really
and he did the colors and stuff,
Nice.
and
Made a huge difference.
It made a huge difference. I mean, the part where Mufasa dies and
Yeah.
Simba's there.
Oh, spoiler.
It's a sad scene.
Yeah.
It's a sad scene because
Spoilers.
and you know it's sad because you feel that emotion you saw in the cartoon.
Yeah.
But the character, like Simba, does not have emotions because they made him look like an actual lion, and actual lions don't have those emotions.
But where's the voice acting then?
That's what I
Wasn't
didn't like as
that
well.
good?
For example, the kids
Yeah.
still did a brilliant job
Really?
for me. I mean, not brilliant,
Good enough job.
good enough job. For me, Beyonce.
Nala thi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, did not need to be
Shit.
there. Even Donald Glover,
Really?
I found it to be very flat.
Cheesed it.
Yeah, the only like saving grace were Seth Rogen and
Yeah, everyone said
and,
that.
yeah, and
The dusra guy.
Billy Eichner,
Yeah.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah.
But even then, I found their jokes a little bit stale because I'm like, you're using a lot of jokes that are 20 years old. Add something new. Like, I mean, when they're having insects, I was like, make a joke about going natural, because that's the current thing, because that's what
Vegan
everyone
thing to do.
vegan thing. That's what everyone talks about, right? I mean, and make it more
But I'm tis.
make it more for today.
Yeah.
You know, make it more relevant for today. You don't need to copy the exact
I think
same
that's
script.
a nice way to summarize this movie.
And I mean, one thing that I did not like, I mean, when you're making a movie, and Jungle Book did a good job with it, they took liberties.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's the thing.
And-
I don't get it.
Yeah,
How the
and
hell
it's the
Jungle
same
Book
director.
can be my take, better than the animated, and this be worse than the animated.
And
I don't get
and
that.
see, it could be because there is a human element in Jungle Book, and that adds.
But like that's
but
just
no,
one
it's not
kid.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
I know,
just
but
that.
but
It's
but
not
even
that.
then,
The third act with this
yeah.
Sher Khan and the
Oh,
fire
but-
and everything. Oh my
Yeah.
god! I
But-
was like, what?
but the another thing that they lacked. I'm like, you've hooked us in, you've brought us into the theater because you said this is Lion King,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
We're there because we know it's Lion King. We're watching it after 20 odd years. We have memories of that cartoon. I mean, even if you didn't watch it in between, you
Yeah.
still remember all
You
the scenes.
you remember the line? You remember.
You
the
remember
music, yeah.
everything, right? You remember some of the scenes as well. Play with that, play with our expectations. For example, when the stampede is coming,
Yeah.
I wanted the
Different
suspense of the stampede to be longer.
Mm.
कि वो पहले से वो
Because expectation के
vibration
पास
आए या वो आए, and I wanted to be in the scene like, oh,
was
stampede
no
आने वाला
build-up to
stampede,
that.
because you can't put that surprise element to me because I know exactly क्या हो रहा है. You can't, add suspense in it, but you can play with my nostalgia and say
So-
कि, oh,
What do you think? Who were they catering to? Were they
Kids.
catering to
Kids.
the audience who's already watched
I
Lion
think
King?
it
या
has
फिर-
already made more than $1 billion.
yeah,
So yeah.
it's made
नहीं,
money.
but like creatively
Kids,
speaking.
I think it's for
From
the
a
new
creative
generation.
standpoint.
And again, like I mean, for example, my daughter, when she grows up, she's
That's
probably
gonna be
watch,
her Lion King.
Right.
This is going to be her
Oh,
Lion King
gosh.
because she's
That's
not going to have the
sad.
same. I mean, you can't. She's not going to have the
Yeah.
same experience watching the old one, even if I try showing it to her.
But
You know?
that's the thing. That's what a lot of the conversation is about. That why are we remaking only the 80s and 90s stuff?
Yeah.
Right?
We
should
ये
go-
2000 के stuff
Bloody
को क्या हो
remake
गया?
Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, man.
And like and
Why the hell
and
not?
did you
I'm gonna stand up for it. No.
did
But this
anyone
is a
saw
protest now.
Aladdin?
I haven't
No.
seen Aladdin.
I saw it. Surprisingly not bad.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
even though it was Guy Ritchie who was directing it, music was not my taste because it was more hip hop type, Will
Right.
Smith type. They did so much new things, like the cinematography, the performances, the structure of पहला half पूरा ने कहा अबे हटा बे सीधा निकलो आगे.
Because
Like-
see, I mean, I think you need to take.
Surprisingly not bad.
I mean, literally, what they did was they
Yeah.
took the original Lion strip
Yeah.
and they made it into like a three-dimensional
Yeah.
anime. You can't. I mean,
अगर ये
it's-
पहला होता है ना, if this was been the first reimagining of the old classics,
yeah.
then we would be like चलो यार कोई मसला नहीं है. This is like the 6th, 7th movie. Like इन्होंने not Little Mermaid, Cinderella की भी है, इन्होंने Beauty and the Beast की भी है, Jungle Book की भी है,
Yeah.
Dumbo, and now this.
Yeah.
Even
Like-
number was shit, I heard.
Dumbo
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
crap,
Yeah.
I've heard.
But it was, and I mean Tim Burton, so that was
But
disappointing as
he's,
well.
yeah, he's
But-
weird.
Yeah.
Like he was.
But I mean, see, again, Lion King, it could have been so much better if
Potential. I think that's
Huh.
the thing.
if
Potential
they
was
had
so
if they
much.
they played. I mean, they had so many opportunities.
Just
They
the
had a big-
music alone, the performances alone, the story.
See, my thing is,
alone.
they shouldn't have given it to Hans Zimmer, right? They shouldn't have had some of the same people on
Hmm.
board because then
I think सिर्फ James Earl Jones को करना चाहिए था. That's it.
वो भी नहीं करता यार. I mean, there's so many.
He's too classic.
He's classic, but see, you want to get
Get your
away.
ass over
You
here.
should get away from the original as well a little bit, and kind of. I mean, in that saying, they could have got. I mean, most of the existing cast still exist. They could have had the
Yeah,
same
that's
people.
the thing. That's the
I mean,
thing.
they could have had Rowan Atkinson.
I do
Zazu,
not. I
they
do
could
not
have-
know why Hans Zimmer came back for this.
Yeah,
Because he could have done.
They could have had
Any other
even
movie.
Timon and Pumbaa. The same
think it was
people
a-
could have done it.
I am a big Hans Zimmer fan.
Yeah.
Like probably the biggest fan. But I don't understand why he did.
Yeah,
this.
he didn't need to. I mean, you
I
could have
think
gotten
maybe
someone
he
else.
was surprised as well कि यार they contract sign कर दिया गया लाइन किंग हाँ यार मुझे एक और ऑस्कर मिल जाएगा कोई मसला नहीं.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
thing,
but uske liye you have to do something original.
but that's the thing. Like I don't know. I think Disney dropped the ball really hard. But you know what? They don't give a shit. It
I mean,
made a
'cause-
billion.
Yeah, because even my thing is like you know.
That's really
I mean,
sad.
when Timon and Pumbaa come, you know they're about to sing Hakuna Matata. Lead us into it. You know, don't immediately just start. You know.
You know how much Disney, why this is the Disney's best year? They have already beaten their highest grossing year ever in July.
Oh,
It's still 6 months left.
damn,
Star Wars
okay.
रहती है, मैरी पॉपिंस रहती है, फ्रोजन रहती है,
Damn, okay.
लायन किंग अभी आई है, टॉय स्टोरी अभी आई है.
But even though it's
Seven
got
and-
shit reviews, it's still earned
7.8 billion
a lot of
कमा
money,
चुकी है
yeah.
Disney, just one studio alone.
But the Lion
In
King
six-
has,
6
I mean,
months.
it's rated 5 on IMDb.
That's
The original one, right?
so it's not going to stop them
Lion
from
King
remaking a lot of more.
तुम
Old
रेटिंग की
stuff.
बात कर रहे हो, किसकी बात?
rating.
IMDb?
Yeah,
Ah, bullshit.
even Rotten Tomatoes is like 55%.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
really care
it's
about
true.
ratings, but
Or less than
I'm
that.
glad.
No, yeah, but I mean, and
I want it to be good. I want to go in Istanbul
care
and
about it.
watch
I watched
this
the
in
trailer.
IMAX.
I was excited for the trailer, and then trailer.
I
came,
wasn't even
and
excited for the trailer.
and
Trailer पे
trailer
देखे.
देखा मैंने,
yeah.
उसके बाद मेरी excitement zero से
Yeah.
भी नीचे गिर गई. I was like,
I
no,
think-
I don't want to watch it now.
I don't know. I might be biased because नहीं, like
Instead, I watched Hobbs and Shaw. Freaking
I
Hobbs
want
and Shaw.
to. I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw
It was
tomorrow.
surprisingly not bad.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've
hearing
heard that.
I
I've
watched
heard
But
because of
sadly,
the Samoan
it's
touch.
not making a lot of money.
Yeah.
It has
I-
made a lot.
nahin,
15,
not
how?
60.
Not as.
Not the Fast and the Furious
Uh-huh.
numbers. So I think everyone is
but still,
disappointed.
has earned more money than like it has the better.
It's the number
opening
one
than-
movie
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
But a lot of new stuff coming up for Disney. So they're remaking Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
and then Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Mulan's trailer looked interesting,
Yeah, but I mean,
but they're
they don't
taking
have
out two of the best.
they don't
things
have
in the
Mushu,
movie.
man. What's the point? There's no Mulan without.
And
again,
the songs,
without
no
who-
songs.
Yeah,
without
again
what?
the same stupid reasoning. Ke, oh, we're trying to make it more real. Don't. That's what's brilliant about Disney.
They can't
It's
afford
fairy
the
tales.
backlash. No, they can't afford a public backlash. They're the biggest entertainment company in the world. यार जेम्स गन को उन्होंने 2 दिन में उन्होंने फायर कर दिया. अच्छा सॉरी गलती हो गई, 6 महीने बाद आ जाओ वापस. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's why people will
That
go
was a
ape
stupid
shit
movie,
if it's not culturally appropriate and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then don't make it. I mean,
But money is Nabhan.
no, but see.
They like money.
Yeah, but then it's not Mulan. I mean, Mulan was.
But अच्छा तो यही तो scene है. I don't know if you know this or not, because I saw a bunch of debates and arguments up on this. So they're saying, so you think Mulan is the animated movie, right?
They're basing it on the
Huh.
original story. That's
Huh.
fine. But then
You want this? You want Mushu back?
Yeah, I want.
Give me
I
the
want
goddamn
hashtag
tiny dragon voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Hashtag bring Mushu back.
Bring Mushu back.
No, but it's. I mean, see, that's what made those movies magical, right? I mean, that's why they were.
I think
Brilliant.
I think it depends on the the director's vision. वो किस type के उस पे लेके
हाँ.
जाना चाह रहे हैं. Like I have no idea how Jon Favreau screwed Lion King. No idea why. Because he's doing the Star Wars ka new show Mandalorian. He did Iron Man 1 and 2. He did Jungle
Oh, okay.
Book.
Okay.
He did Chef.
Okay.
So like he is a good director.
He's the one who kind of like
He started the MCU.
the Marvel.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So I have no idea how
he's
he.
a great director. I don't know what.
I think सोते हुए गया है. वो सो रहा होगा.
I
बाहर
think
पे.
they were just like invested in the fact that it's Lion King, people will love it.
But they were right.
No, but people didn't love it.
They don't care. They already made the money.
Yeah, but I mean, as in like people went in,
Yeah.
they watched the movie, and they came back and they hated it, and then that's it.
But a lot of people have been actually liking it. Like the new generation.
Again,
as you said,
yeah.
The guys who haven't. seen
Which is
the
fine. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
my daughter is probably going to watch this version, and
Mm.
she might love this version. She's not going to understand the whole
Right.
animation because the mediums change.
Right.
I mean, अब हम लोग अब वो वाले पुराने cell phone अगर use करेंगे तो हमें नहीं समझ आएगा. We want
They're really
full
good
screen.
at throwing at people and
Exactly.
actually doing damage.
Yeah.
But anyways.
But I mean, we're not used to it right now. Yeah.
No care.
So I mean, that's a generation who animation for them is more realism. For us, animation was the pencil drawings
more
and
imaginative,
colors
more-
and all of that. So I mean, they don't have the. I mean, you can't blame them, and it's fine. You cater to that generation,
Yeah.
but then maybe I feel Lion King came out 10 years too early. I don't know.
Speaking of animation,
The new one, this one.
Yeah.
10
Too
years
early.
too early. थोड़ा सा और
Yeah.
distance है.
थोड़ा सा और
Yeah,
distance
yeah.
होना चाहिए था.
It's always
Yeah.
good.
Like let me at least like not
Yeah.
care about it.
Jungle Book was 70s? Yeah, 90s.
No,
Jungle Book was early, right?
Jungle Book was old. It's one
Old,
of
right?
the. Yeah.
You know, like Pinocchio वगैरह 40s, 50s के cartoons.
Nah.
Have you seen Sleeping Beauty now?
नहीं, अभी नहीं, मतलब 10-15 साल पहले देखी थी.
Okay, watch it now. You can
Uh.
actually see the like pencil
Uh.
shades and the color going out
Okay.
of the
Lines
the
and
lines
shit.
and stuff. You
But
can see how
that
rough
makes
it was.
even more fun, isn't it? That makes it more. I
Tan-
think I
tangible.
would like it. Yeah.
It's that like you can literally tell like every single frame is hand drawn.
Yeah.
Like wow.
Speaking of animation again, do you know who Kevin Conroy is?
No.
So he's the guy who voiced the Batman in the animated series and all the animated movies since the 90s. And he's finally
Wasn't
Is he playing
he's playing
Bruce Wayne?
from the future in one of the DC shows.
Yeah,
So he's finally
I just
coming
read that
into
news.
the
Yeah.
live action screen. Like Kevin Conroy is the Batman for me.
Wasn't it this other guy, Mark?
Mark Hamill's the Joker.
Mark Hamill was Joker.
Oh, acha, say my bad. Yeah.
He is also like it's amazing like having two of the most iconic characters in cinema history belong to one guy. Like the Joker and Luke Skywalker. And now Chucky. Like that's insane. And like even like I would say Harrison Ford has so many interesting
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, Han Solo और कौन और भी कुछ था उसका भूल गया. Anyways.
No, but it was I mean, yeah, Lion King
So
disappointing, but
I wanted to ask one thing. Why didn't you guys watch the Aladdin?
I didn't have time.
Damn it.
Look, I have a
Because it
little
got
baby
bombed
girl.
as well.
I barely get a chance to
Yeah,
watch TV
that's
shows at my house.
But अभी
So-
तक रिलीज नहीं हुई Aladdin ऑनलाइन होनी चाहिए.
हो गई तो मैं
I would
यार
suggest
घर पे भी टाइम नहीं मिलता
Yeah.
to be honest.
यार और शादी करो तुम.
Yeah, नहीं एक दफा
मैं क्या कह रहा था shit भूल गया मैं. Damn it.
So Aladdin bombed as well.
हाँ, yes. Did anyone of you saw King Arthur
No.
2016?
Nope.
Everyone shat on that one. Everyone. I watched it 3 times in the cinema. It is such a fun movie. It is such a visually Guy Ritchie movie. If you're interested in something fun and lighthearted, I would highly recommend to watch that.
King Arthur.
King Arthur, because whoever I've recommended King Arthur to had the same expectation. It looks shit. It looks
King
bad.
Arthur is Fassbender? No.
No. Very similar. Shit, क्या नाम है उसका?
Never mind.
यार ये Vikings का नहीं है. किसका बंदा है ये? अभी ये ट्रिपल ये Ben Affleck की भी मूवी में था जो अभी आई Netflix पे. क्या नाम है इसका? Shit, Charlie Hunnam. Thank you.
Charlie Hunnam. Oh, the Vikings. Right?
Vikings
Yeah.
में हाँ. So like he's
Michael Fassbender was Macbeth.
हाँ. Eric Bana is the father of Charlie Hunnam and
Okay.
Jude Law. What an amazing antagonist performance.
Ah,
Beautiful. It is a very nice movie if you give it a chance. A lot of people came into expectations कि ये पता नहीं क्या होगी left right होगी and they were like पता नहीं क्या. Like or critical review तो shit है इसका. तो
Yeah, I just checked.
But it is really fun. It is really fun.
So, any movies or shows you're looking forward to watching?
Yes. Mindhunter season
Yes.
2.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Trailer wasn't very interesting.
Well,
so I'm a bit. Is Fincher still doing it?
Yeah. It's just Fincher.
पता नहीं.
That's why itनी time लग रहा
I hope so.
But I'm sure it's gonna be good. Like
yeah.
I hope
even
so too.
like fuck the trailer. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
I
man.
love the
Too long
actors.
of a wait.
Every goddamn actor in that series is absolutely.
He's going to Manson, right? This time around.
एक shot था उसमें. And apparently he's the same
It's gonna be
actor जो
amazing.
Once Upon a Time Hollywood में.
Ah.
I think he's the same actor.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
are looking forward to watching anything?
Glow season 3.
Glow season
Glow,
three.
Love,
yes.
Death and
Yeah.
Robots season 2.
Okay.
I hope
Aa raha
whenever
hai?
it comes out.
अभी नहीं है.
But it's going to happen. So
I think they announced it.
yeah. I'm waiting for BoJack season 6. I
Yeah.
think.
They haven't announced it yet.
They have.
They have they?
Yeah. Netflix से दिखा रहा था, it's confirmed.
Okay. It's confirmed, but they
Yeah.
haven't announced a date yet. I
नहीं
think.
date अभी तक नहीं पता.
Yeah.
But that's something because that's I think the best Netflix original ever. Even better than Stranger Things.
It's a great.
Even
Have
better
you
than
seen
everything.
Big Mouth?
Yes. But
Sure.
BoJack is
Okay.
complete.
I'll
You watched
give
it,
it a
right?
shot.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Big
Big Mouth is fun. BoJack is more real. It talks about so many things.
Do you like
and
animation?
Yeah, I fucking love it.
I would recommend you a show called Steven Universe very
Have I heard
very
of it?
popular show,
Why
Cartoon
have I heard
Network
of
का
it?
show है for like
अच्छा.
past 6 years. उसकी जो main story है last year या इस year खत्म हुई है. I think it's one of the best series I've ever seen.
Ever.
Animated.
Okay.
Cause like
No,
So I
BoJack
don't-
is one of the best shows I've ever seen, animated or not. I
That's
don't
good.
care.
That's interesting.
Like it's that good.
It's
So,
a
yeah.
very
Yeah.
it's a great, it has so many layers.
Nice.
Yeah. And the animal puns.
Yeah.
So
Like,
for
amazing.
me,
Amazing.
I mean, yeah, Mindhunter
Yeah.
is something I'm really looking forward to, and I actually want to start. I haven't seen it yet. I want to start watching Money Heist. I've heard
Ooh.
it's
so
great.
many people are recommending it
Yeah.
to me. I just
Dude.
only 3 seasons. I'm like, तेरे
Dude.
episodes नहीं.
Dekh lo.
But
It's
yeah,
gonna be worth your time every
so
single hour of
I
it.
might
I'm
Try to
finishing up
find,
on
time
new
that
shows, so yeah. I'm
before
I have yet to
before
start
Shah Rukh
Peaky
Khan
Blinders.
makes the live
yes.
action Hindi version.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be
Govinda
fun.
की भी कोई update आई थी कि he was offered Avatar and something.
He rejected
like
it.
that.
Do you know he's the
Wow.
one who
Avatar?
suggested the name
Yeah.
Avatar to James Cameron?
Wow.
And he also
Mazak kar raha.
told Cameron it's gonna take you 7 years and it's gonna be a super hit. Go for it.
Wow.
Go for it, bro.
Royalties ले रहा
Bro.
है.
We will believe you.
Jai
Anyway.
Mata
But no,
Govinda
so
ji.
Shah Rukh Khan yesterday announced that he bought the rights
Yeah,
to remake Money Heist in
Shit.
सही है
Bollywood.
बना ले यार क्या.
क्या
So he hasn't he's not confirmed
अभी
to act in it.
Sacred Games भी तो आने वाला ना. I think
Yeah,
October में
yeah.
आने वाला शायद.
yes
आने वाला
अभी
It's this month.
अभी आने वाला है.
August में आने वाला है.
Yeah.
Shit, Netflix
Yeah.
is gonna kill August यार.
Intern?
पागल हो गए क्या?
Yeah.
Former producer intern, hello.
वो
Can you
मेहनत-
check when it's
मेहनत
coming
करो
out?
Sacred Games कब आ रहा
Sacred
है?
Games कब आ रहा है?
But it's I mean Netflix is killing it, but Netflix is also in
if
a lot of trouble.
Netflix can figure out
But
a
now I
way
think that's
to
why they are
throw a show every weekend, like a good show,
I mean,
they're gonna destroy Disney.
उनको वो
Yeah.
करना होगा, वो Sims का cheat code नहीं था, वो जो money unlimited money वाला.
Yeah,
वो वाला
honestly,
करनी
I'm not
पड़ेगी.
kidding. Like,
Yeah.
I recommended you Afterlife, right?
No, I watched it before. हाँ नहीं तुमने नहीं करा था.
But have you seen it?
Yeah.
So, like,
Watch it thrice.
have you seen Afterlife?
No.
Probably one of the best shows
Yeah.
of this year.
Like watch it
नहीं,
thrice. by
Chernobyl.
now.
Shit, god
Yeah.
damn it, too many good shows. Russian Doll देखा?
Yes.
मैंने कुछ
Love
episode
Russian
देखे.
Doll.
I lost track
Oh
of
my
it. I
God.
didn't.
It's your kind of show.
I know. Yeah.
Really-
But I lost track of it.
अच्छा.
3-4
Okay.
episodes.
Do
के
watch
बाद I was
that.
like,
मैं क्या कह रहा था? Shit, भूल गया. Damn it. हाँ, रिकी जो बंदा है ना उसका Afterlife का guy, the comedian. अभी मैं पता नहीं कोई tweet देख रहा था. Netflix paid him like 25 million for
Yeah.
Afterlife.
Season 2.
Like what?
Yeah.
एक special के लिए 20 million दे रहे हैं. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He is that
For a
good.
1 hour content on stage, no production value, nothing. It's just jokes. I'm like, well, Dave Chappelle got 70 million for 3 shows, and कौन है? Eddie Murphy just got another 70 million
Yeah.
for 3 specials. So yeah, you know.
Well,
But
I mean,
he deserves
Money.
it.
you see,
Like it's
the problem is Netflix is
They're just throwing money at people.
no, because Netflix is getting into trouble.
Really?
maybe
Everyone-
people-
Because
आधा million
everyone
ही
is
फेंक दो इस
everyone
तरफ.
is opening their own streaming platforms.
Yeah.
NBC has announced their streaming platform, so
Dumbasses.
all NBC
they have
content will
they
be
have
off.
friends, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I mean, it's a-
Seinfeld वाले भी NBC हैं?
yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah, NBC.
Shit, तो Seinfeld भी उनके पास. God damn it.
But the problem is they are, I mean,
They're banking on nostalgia
yeah,
hard.
but NBC shouldn't be making their own platform as well. It's gonna backfire on them big time.
I think it's just cheap enough for them to, you know. I think they're just
I think
trying their best to adapt to the
Yeah.
new time
Right.
which is coming. No one gives a shit about cable anymore, man.
yeah, they
Like पता नहीं क्या stats थी. I think Netflix has announced कि वो India के अंदर mobile version only कर रहे हैं for like $3.
yeah.
That's a amazing deal. $3 a month.
Nice.
That's 300 रुपए नहीं
Yeah.
काफी पड़ गए, like 400-500 रुपए, but 500 rupees whole Netflix catalog for your phone.
That's amazing, dude.
I'm like, wow. So
Here we are paying like what, 14?
yeah, I have
Yeah.
the 4K version, so I think around 15-16 dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that was a good conversation for today.
Was.
So
Hoping
we,
Once
yeah.
Upon a Time in Hollywood is
Yes.
good, because
Oh,
a
all the
lot
backlash that
people
is
are.
receiving
I don't care about
because of the
backlash. I'm just
Bruce
like,
Lee and
which
all
side
that,
of
yeah.
the aisle I'm gonna be on.
Yeah.
Would I like it? Or
Course.
would I not?
16th August is a big day then.
Yeah.
Did you like the Hateful Eight?
I I haven't watched it yet.
Come
actually,
on,
yes.
it's such a good movie.
I know. I have.
It's just
surprisingly,
talking.
I haven't watched
It's
it.
just talking. और कुछ नहीं है.
I know.
एक कमरे में 8 लोग बस एक दूसरे को
बातें कर रहे.
बकवास कर
और
रहे हैं.
मार रहे हैं.
मार रहे हैं.
बस.
Like such a Tarantino. Like it's just a stage play. It's
Yeah,
basically a
right.
stage
Yeah.
play. I love that.
No,
Three-
I
3
don't know
hours
how-
long.
Do you
but
think
I
this
haven't
will
watched it
actually be
yet.
Tarantino's last film, or
Nah.
is he just saying that?
यार not a big fan of Tarantino as a lot of people are, so I don't care.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
I don't think
बना
it's
ले
gonna
यार
be his
मुझे.
last. He
You
is
don't
going
care.
to
I think
3-4 साल बाद
I
कुछ
think
और
he's-
कुछ आ जाएगा,
I think
कुछ आ
he's
जाएगा
one of
इसके
the
पास.
last few truly cinema auteurs, people
Yeah.
who love the art of cinema,
Mm.
not just movies.
Yeah.
So I really respect him for that.
Mm.
Like he has his own cinema, he loves film, and Falana Dimgana, and his DP is amazing.
Dickens.
Robert Richardson.
Okay.
So like I love him for that. His movies are a hit and miss for me. I think Inglourious Basterds is one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Not Fight Club.
Django.
No. Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
पता नहीं, I confused with that. In Hateful Eight, I found it hilarious.
I
think it's one
have
of the
yet to check it out.
one of
Actually.
one of his
Quite
funniest scripts I've ever
awesome.
seen.
Okay.
Pulp Fiction, of course,
Hmm.
and अभी कौन सी आई थी इससे पहले? Inglourious के बाद कौन सी आई
Django.
थी? Django.
Django was good.
Eh.
Django was fucking awesome.
Jamie Foxx was like,
इसको मारो यार intern.
Every other character than Jamie Foxx's character was interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Leo,
I
Samuel L.
love-
Jackson,
yeah.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz, yeah.
So every
he's
other
amazing,
character
yeah.
other than Jamie Foxx was interesting than Jamie Foxx's character. So I'm like,
Okay.
point made. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright, guys. So we shall continue another
Yeah.
conversation next week.
Next week.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay. All right.
Crossed.
Bye.
Bye.